What is happening, y'all? Welcome, I'm back, and it's time to continue the walkthrough. So, we did a little bit of farming after the last episode to get ourselves set up. We have the Dragonbone Smasher, which we have leveled up to +3. This is leveled using the colorless Demon Souls, and if you've been following the guide, you should have one from the Primeval Demon, one from trading with Sparkly the Crow, and one from that platform that we unlocked in Pure White back in World 1.1. Now, the Dragonbone Smasher is a very slow weapon, and it's going to use a ton of stamina to use, but this thing absolutely smashes. As you can see, 447. Ideally, we should be a higher level before working with this, so as an off choice, we also still have our Crushing Battle Axe. Now, after doing the white event in World 2, you can get this on up to +5, which will get S scaling to strength on it. The best way to farm up the materials for it is just farming up those rock worms, but since we've beaten Flame Lurker, you can just use the underground temple arcstone and then just run and kill the 6 rock worms that are down in that lower area to get the greystone you need to upgrade this. After talking to the blacksmith back at the smithing grounds, you can also hand over the Flame Lurker soul, and we can now make boss weapons. So we have gone ahead and upgraded our bow into the lava bow. What you want to do is just talk to the blacksmith, exhaust all of his dialogue, back away, talk to him again, and eventually he should say, "Oh, you have that demon soul. I need that demon soul." And when you give it to him, you will unlock the ability to make boss weapons, the lava bow being one of those. Now, all you need to make this in particular is going to be a +7 bow. It can be the long bow, it can be the compound short bow, the compound long bow. It doesn't matter. But the reason we want this is a very, very solid choice to work with here. It's going to require us to get our dexterity up to 16, but this bow will do a lot of damage and a big chunk of fire damage, making it a very powerful go-to choice for strength builds. So in terms of the stats, here is where we currently are. We have 25 vitality. Our intelligence, we're still working that up towards 18 so that we can get access to the spell slots needed for cursed weapon. Endurance is still at 20. We're going to get that up to 40 eventually. Strength is still at 30. That's fine where it's at. We don't need to level that anymore for the time being. Dexterity is up to 16 to use the bow. Magic is fine at 10. We're not going to need that any higher for this build. And Faith is perfect at 16. That allows us to use the Fist of God for the last trophy. But more importantly, it gives us access to 2 Faith slots, which we're going to want for a miracle that we're going to pick up later. Now, before we proceed into this next zone, make sure you have the official set. You don't need to be wearing it right now, but because of how heavy the Dragonbone Smasher is, I just have it on because I need to have it on anyway, and because it keeps me below 50%. So, with all of that being said, let us jump over to 1.3, the Inner Ward. Now, there are a lot of ambushes in this area, so honestly, the Dragonbone Smasher, probably less than ideal of a weapon choice here, but I want to show how it works and whatnot. But anyway, approach the fog, and now that we have killed an Archdemon, in this case the Dragon God, the fog will be lifted, and we can head on in. So get a chance to show you the potency of the lava bow. Absolutely love this thing. Look at that damage. Bad dog. No, bad dog. Back away. And that's just with basic arrows. You can obviously use fire arrows with this to get even more damage if you want. Stop it. I think I did a push attack. I did. It's a very odd looking push attack. You should get plenty of grass just going through this area, so don't worry about that. Anyway, there's going to be 3 storied souls here, so pick those up. Over here are the grass. Now this side path, don't worry about this for now. We need to get the official's hat before it's worth going down there. After picking up those 3, you can see kind of a trap up ahead right there with those balls. Go on over here, touch this, and then go over to the side. Now, up ahead, you want to snipe the fatty. Just hit him once. It's going to trigger a cutscene. He is going to retreat back into the castle, and basically we need to work our way around and get to him. So we have a crystal lizard right here that we're going to smash. They ain't escaping anymore. And an enemy right here. And you can see why I said this is this game's version of the Foom Ultra Greatsword. This thing absolutely decimates enemies. But it is very slow to use, so just keep that in mind if you're not a fan of how slow it is. You know, I don't expect everyone to be. In tight corridors like this, your heavy attack is going to be your best bet. Honestly, I really do want to have some heavier armor to rock this, because I don't have anything for poise at the moment. So there's two different paths that we can go here. We can go down that way, or if you want, you can drop down and work your way around. There's no items down here, but there is an enemy that'll attempt to ambush you, so don't even worry about going that way. But before we jump down, we are going to take out a couple guys. Got this dude here. And we can't get eyes on him just yet, but there's another one we're going to kill in a moment. But drop down. Pick up the full moon grace. To be able to see our second guy. Stand up for me. There we go. I'm gonna pick up this. And head on up here. Okay. Yes. We'll go down here and we'll grab this. This is the Blue Knight gauntlets. So over there, that just leads us back up top to that area. Smash. Which I do think we need a little bit more oomph before we work with that. So instead, we'll switch up. We're still below 50%, and with the axe being at +5, the axe goes up to S scaling in strength. So the axe is actually like our best in slot one-hander for the time being. Now this is another ambush. You can see the ball, so just trigger that and then run back. It's like, luckily we got a couple enemies crushed by it. There's a couple enemies here that are going to try and fight you. Just gonna get rid of what we can. Now that he's blocking. Okay, that one died. This guy come down. This is where the archer would be if you didn't kill him. I'm just all shiny on his corpse. I guess not. This next one, we're going to be ambushed by an assassin. Drop down. And now up ahead here, there are a bunch of enemies. So go on and hit the fatty. If you can kill the fatty here, great, but he's not the priority. The big thing we want to do is pop off these archers. There should be 3 archers that are shooting at us. I'm just hitting the fat guy once. We got him to leave, so we don't need to worry about him chucking fireballs at us anymore. There's also a regular troop here. We're going to try and snipe him down. He should take 3 arrows. Looks like 4. Nope, he dodged that last one. That's fine. He is no longer in the way. Now the main reason we are getting rid of all them is right in here, there is going to be a red knight and some other baddies. So we were aiming to draw them out. Cut off. Okay. After that, roll through all this stuff right here. And then up top, we have our merchant guy again. So we can pick up plenty of grass here from him. In fact, I'm gonna... Oh, we're already over capacity. That's fine. Let me take this and send those to storage.
All right.
And, there we go. Other things to point out here, Knight Shield, which is pretty nice. Crescent Axe is a pretty nice axe. Knight Sword, really nice one-hander.
Thanks for that.
So, that we can go out here, and you can pick up the Great Sword. If you want, you can snipe down these archers as well. I like to alternate 1 and 2, because there's like a small amount of recovery. Just getting them out of the way. And then roll on down, and right over here, there's going to be a red knight. Now, he may be getting ready to ambush us. Just be ready. Okay, we locked out. Be around the corner. Basically, he paths back and forth, but... And now this is a Claymore Red Knight. And these ones are... They're pretty scary, to be honest. They can do a lot of damage with their Claymore. So, as you can see... Oh, boy. Managed to obliterate all of my my stamina there. Ideally, we want to get behind him. Take him out. Alright, with him dead, we can kill the fat official from before, but hold off on him for now. Don't worry about him. We're going to get some goodies first. We're going to go up here. I have this. I'm going to go up again. A couple enemies we're going to have to kill. You can see just how strong the axe is now. The axe really... Oh boy. We're gonna hop down here and lure them since they are being so kind and ganging up on us. You could of course just snipe them, make things easier. Either way, we gotta go. We gotta kill them and we gotta kill the fatty. So we can go up and kill the fatty first. One last thief. So the iron keyring is what we needed to proceed. So now that we have that, we're in good shape. That to get a friend. Down here. Pick up the grass off these bodies. Bolts, how are we on weight? Going to send stuff to storage because I want to be able to pick up. Yeah, you can see I was farming a lot to get that that chunk. I want to be able to pick up the goodies that I need. I'm here for the late moon grass. Let me check my notes here. Great sword. We got the red eye. We got the ladder. 2 enemies. We killed the fatty and got the loots. Drop for souls, then back up. The one of volt ball. Get loot. Kill another. We need to drop. Here's where we gotta go. There we go. Stored hero soul. Should be able to just vault over this. We can just run right back up to where we were. Alright, so we got the soul, kill one, void ball, get loot, kill another. Okay. Probably snipe those guys just to make things smooth. And in just a little bit, we'll have a nice shortcut for this area to make things easier. You won't have to do everything we're doing once we get the shortcut open. So you can kind of already see that ball up there. They're going to try and ambush us with that. Set up for now. Okay, moongrass over here. And walk a little bit. He'll push that. All right, now up next we got another one of those play more Red Knights, so. Just be a little bit careful around those guys. They can hurt a lot. Ignore this first and run over here and kill the 3 archers. Oh my god. Wish they made it harder to do the kick. I kicked so many times accidentally. Now, right here, we can actually get the Penetrator sword. If you look right outside, right over there. And what you would have to do to get it is vault over this platform and then grab it. But we're already all the way up here. So, honestly, what I would do is just avoid it for now. Once we finish working our way down, we'll be able to open the shortcut. But just to show. Just jump down and get it. It's honestly kind of odd that we can even get this, because later on in the game, in fact, the very next zone, we'll grab the eye while we're right here. In the very next area in 5.1, an enemy that we kill there will drop the penetrating sword. So, more than anything, I'm covering it just because we're aiming to get all the loot. But you know, you don't have to grab that there, and you'll get the exact same item a little bit later. But to be fair, we usually save 1.5 and have it be one of the final zones that we tackle. So you want the penetrating sword now. I mean, it looks cool. It's a cool sword. Scaling isn't particularly good. Nothing really noteworthy about it. It's a boss. It's a weapon the next boss uses, and it looks cool. Alright, so now we are all the way back up. Okay, let's see. Top is Red Knight, we did that. We're going to continue around for grass and 2 baddies. So there's some stuff over that way. Ignore that stuff for now. Grab this grass. As you can see, like 2 archers there. We're going to go there, but we're going to do that a little bit later. First, we want to get the shortcut unlocked, so go this way instead. Oh my goodness. Not mean to use that, but it's okay. Guys being very, very resilient. Half moon grass and go down. We'll kill the fat official.
Fiends are on.
We don't want to pick that up yet. Oh, open the gate. We got to save Ostrava. He's fighting a bunch of red-eye knights. This is probably a terrible time to do this. Send the storage.
Rescuing me.
Need to get that loot that's on that body. After saving him, he just basically dips and ignores us. So get this off the corpse. That's the official's cap, and we need that for an area that's coming up in just a little bit. And we've pretty much finished up Ostrava's chain. He should be good now. He'll hang out over here.
You saved my this. Now I must go.
There's just the pure clear stone, so for those of you using quality weapons, you're all set. And now that we've killed the enemies here, we don't really need to worry about him. There's more enemies ahead. But he's not going to meander that way, so. Now we gotta head back on down, and there's a couple things that we need to do before we make our way up to the boss. which I may split this into 2 episodes. I don't know. Might just make it one long one. So I was gonna knock out the well, I'll probably save the tendency stuff for another episode. But run all the way back here past the Tower Knight. You remember how there's a door that I said was locked quite a few episodes back? We can finally get that door open now. This is using the rusted iron key. Might as well kill this guy real fast just to get his, oh my god. Give me that grass. So we can now use this. And then we head on down here. And there's going to be a fat official, a crystal lizard, tower shield, 2 hero souls, and Bjor. Go on down. Kill him. We now have the bloody iron key. Go down here and kill the lizard. Some of those. Down here we have the tower shield, which is a very, very beefy shield. It also weighs 30. So it's one of those things that if you're okay with fat rolling, go for it. But otherwise, you are not using that thing. And now we have 2 cells that have hero souls, and we have the Ortiga. 1 hero soul. That's Bjor's cell. We'll save him as hero soul number 2. And then we have Bjor. So Bjor is kind of like Demons Souls version of Sigurd. It's pretty chill. Just talk to him and whatnot. He's going to fall right asleep. But the advantage here is rescuing this guy is going to make the next boss encounter a lot easier. He is going to automatically join the boss encounter with us. We don't need to worry about summoning him up or anything. And he'll keep aggro on the boss for the majority of that fight. So it'll just make things a lot smoother. You'll be able to just wail away and smash the boss from behind. But now that we got that other key, we want to run and rescue Yuria the witch, who will be able to teach us the really good magics in the game, stuff like Firestorm. Go this way. Open this door, and there's going to be a dog up ahead that'll try and ambush you, so just have a shield out. Down here, where this is, oh no, hang on, dog's back this way. This is where we want to go, but I want to get down here first. Some loot, and discuss this. So, this is the secret door. To be completely honest with you, I don't know how to open it yet. No one knows how to open it yet. This is a puzzle that Bluepoint has put into the game. Currently, a lot of speedrunners and other folks in the community are all trying to figure it out. Right now, the leading theory is that it involves a special coin that drops on pure white and pure black that you can find in the world on fractured mode. So a couple people are trying to figure it out. No one knows what's behind the door, but you can use photo mode, and people have been able to well, I'm not good at manipulating photo mode, but you can get behind the door and see that there is a piece of loot there. So if you're curious, just Google Demons Souls door, and you'll find tons of stuff about it. This was not in the original, and no one's been able to figure it out yet since the game came out, so it's very much like the hot topic puzzle of the community that Bluepoint put in the game. But anyway, ignoring the door that no one can get open for now, continue down the other path. And this. And we got 2 rings up top. Grab these for your trophy. Alright, now this thing is going to lower, so make sure you're not standing under it. And you want to put on all the officials' clothes. Once all pieces are on, he will begin lowering this. You can then switch back if you want. With that lowered, we now got a... Oh boy. Oh boy, I'm glad I blocked that. Jesus. Want to kill him. Hey, you got a crescent axe off of him. Nice. And talk to Yuria.
Heavens, thank you. With a little rest.
So that's Yuria the Witch. She's just going to hang out here, but now she is considered rescued. And she'll be back at the Nexus, and we can use her to get some really cool spells. So now we run all the way back, and it's time to tackle the next part of this area, which will lead up to the boss. So if you've played other Souls games before this, this is going to look very familiar. You know, very much like the path leading up to Lothric. Very much like the Dark Souls 1, making your final way all the way up. Basically, it's just a gauntlet of enemies and enemies and enemies. So the first thing I want to do is talk about how to avoid these enemies in case you die, because this is one of those things where it's like, if you die, you don't want to have to refight all of this stuff to get back here. It can be quite a pain, in fact. So, in fact, we'll probably save the tendency of stuff for a later episode. But so we're going to take this path up. There was some loots we didn't grab before, and you can already start to see a couple of the baddies. Run along this way. Honestly, the approach is harder than the boss. Kill them. Right over here, you can grab this. And now what you want to do is just snipe as many of the ones as you can. Anything that's actually looking at you is going to try and block. And the biggest thing is getting the red-eye knights. So we'll pop off these archers first. Basically, anything you don't snipe, you're going to have to fight in melee. And it's a lot of stuff. Go ahead and snipe him. He doesn't actually fight, but hitting him will trigger the cutscene and he'll get out of there. And there we go. She's just going to retreat even farther. This is the same fat guy that keeps retreating. Now we're going to hit one of these red-eye knights as well to lure that over. So anyway, if you die, what I'd recommend is you run back up to here, and then you can snipe all three knights, though, just to kind of show how this strategy works. Which actually, we'll just do that strat instead of worrying about killing everything, because you're more likely to die here than make it safe. There's a lot of stuff to fight past. So after you've aggroed the knights, everything is gonna wander on over this way. So what we can do is hop this, grab this. Oh no! Oh no! That was not what I meant to happen. This is why I should have sniped more. But anyway, what you would do is gather everything and then run back to the stairs and do that exact loop that we just did to get up there. Basically, we're kiting all the enemies to the back, but we'll just fight our way up the normal way, since that didn't work out in my favor. I tried to be cheeky and I paid the ultimate price. None of the traps or anything over here are going to be a threat anymore, so you don't need to worry about that stuff. That crystal lizard respawns. What you're going to have to do is basically snipe these guys to draw them out, and then you'll be able to lure them down and then kill the lizard, because by the time you're done fighting him, the lizard's already gone. So you know what? We're going smash. I don't care if we're a fat boy right now. I'm gonna zug my way through this. Boonga Boonga living up to his name. Yeah, my souls are probably up top. They are. They're over there. Son of a bitch. Like 60,000 souls, too. Oh, we'll just get the souls and drop down. I don't like using it in tight corridors. Anyway, the way the strategy would have worked if I hadn't died is get out and then you would have lured everything. Oh my god. Lured everything over this way and then looped up and then dropped up where we were sniping from. I still recommend sniping the archers just because you don't want to deal with them while you're fighting everything else. Up here and we'll get the loots. There we go. Now things are working. So you can see this is what you typically have to deal with, is just this massive load of enemies that are all running towards you. And that's a lot of shit, let's be honest. That's a lot of stuff. Now, you could sit and you could, you know, carefully take down every single one of these guys. It'll take you a while. Or you could do exactly what we're going to do, which is the kite method. So we've brought them. They're going to struggle to get up the stairs. Once they've rounded the corner, we're good, though. Much easier than fighting past all this stuff. I mean, to be fair, it's worth a fair chunk of souls and whatnot, you know. But ain't nobody got time for that. See, now we just drop down. Look at that. Ta-da! Path is basically cleared outside of a few little guys right here that we would typically snipe. And we can just cleanly make our way up to the boss. Let's see, these guys, we've gone so far, they're not even going to make it back to us. So, there's actually, well, why not? Let's just include the Penetrator now. I want to try and try my guy here. See how it feels. So because we freed him from the cage, Yori's going to come help, and the Penetrator is basically just going to focus him. So all you'll have to do is just stay behind him. He's very, I don't know why he has a boner for Bjork. Watch out for that stab move, obviously. That's probably one of the few things you need to look out for. If he stabs Bjork with it, you can actually attack him during that. I think I'm just going to go to this. I don't have the stats I need to really use that effectively yet. I'm going to wait. He'll look at Bjork. I'm going to go back and whack him. But yeah, as long as you have Bjork, this fight is really, really easy. There's really not much to it. You just beat him down and then you're on your way. Go ahead and talk to him.
One more demon downed.
He looks like Tom Selleck. Anyway, so he's going to go take a nap. We are going to warp on out of here and wrap this episode up. So there is, we're actually going to do some of the world tendency stuff here a little bit later. I kind of want to put things towards black, but a little bit risky to do it just yet. So we're going to wrap this episode up. The next episode, we're probably going to continue on and do 3-2 and 3-3. So stay tuned, and then I will catch you all soon enough with that.